We're using the Sweet Peas. I have already laid out the stamps that we will be using today. And we're making a card with thick basic white cardstock. And then this is a piece of DSP from Meandering Meadows. There's a meadow on the other side, but we are using the blueberry bushel side, and a piece of Daffodil Light that we will be stamping, and a piece of Granny Apple Green, and then we'll be stamping the P directly on this white piece and die cutting out a fun circle. So I'm going to go ahead and we will get started stamping. I'm using Granny Apple Green. With the Daffodil Delight strip, and we're going to put some leaves. In the Sweet Pea stamp set, there are also pea plant leaves. And they are, my Green Apple Green must need a refill. I'll have to remember to get that done. I'm going to flip it over and use the other side and try again. Much better. And we're just going to randomly stamp some leaves on here. First the larger stamp, and then I'm going to go back through with the smaller leaf stamp. And throw in some extras. Alright, and the benefit of the glass mat is that you don't have to put any paper underneath it, underneath your stamped area. You can just clean off that glass mat with all the ink that is left, and it's perfect. Alright, and now I'm going to take the strip of Granny Apple Green, and we are going to stamp the sentiment on there in Blueberry Bushel. Says, "Welcome, Sweet Pea." And we're just going to stamp it right over here on this side. And while I'm stamping, I want to be sure to stamp the P on the inside of the card as well. And we're going to stamp the P in Granny Apple Green on the inside. And before I do that, I want to make sure that I have a blender pen out to use, because we're going to grab some ink from the stamped P. Stamp it in the corner. I rocked it a little bit, so there's a little tiny bit of a halo. But you know what? We're not even going to worry about it, right? And I'm just going to grab some of the green and color in the P Kimber herself. Add just a little bit of color to that P. All right. Put that aside. And I think I'm going to stamp the P again in Granny Apple Green. This is the one we'll be using for the front. And I will be pulling some color with the blender pen, but this time we're going to pull in the color on the pod and the leaves. So pulling in the color on the pod and the leaves. And I was trying to decide if I'm going to use my Granny Apple Green marker to color in the P. I'm going to use it for just one moment to make this stem a little darker, and then I'll decide if I like that added color enough to put it on the P or not. And I think not. I think just adding a little bit of darkness on the bottom was good. I'm gonna use a blender pen though to add just a tiny bit of color to the P. Because the P is green. and add some more to the pot. So there's a definite difference between the pea and the pot. All right, now we're going to cut out our pea using a circle from the Spotlight Nature die set. And I'm going to add it, and then I'm going to go ahead and tape it down with some washi. Here we go. And there is our beautiful little pea cut out in the one of the Spotlight on Nature dies. And now we will put this all together. Oh, while I'm stamping, let's stamp my signature on the back of this card. We'll do it in green. It says Craft Queen, and it has the copyright Stampin' Up image. There we go. All right. Now to put everything all together. First thing we're going to do is glue down the Meandering Meadows paper. And then our strip of Daffodil Delight with the pea plant leaves. Okay. Next, we're going to have our Welcome Sweet Pea Granny Apple Green rectangle. And then finally, I will be adding our Sweet Baby Pea with dimensionals. breaking off. Thinking it needs a few little embellishments. Let's see what I have that might work for their Sweet Pea. I have a whole bunch of retired things over here. We need to have an embellishment party. I think I'm going to use some tinsel dots. So let me go back to those. And I'm grabbing the 4-color tinsel dots. I need to get out my take your pick tool. Oh, it must be out somewhere. It's not in here where it usually goes. Oh, that's it. Okay, put the glue away. Grab my take your pick tool. And we're using the spatula end, and we're going to use some of the blue dots and maybe a green one or two. Put one right there, and another little blue one right there. Okay, there we have our Sweet Pea baby card.